Okay, I had some technical difficulties recording some stuff in the past, so I'll catch up a little bit of things. Um, Return Megs from the Americans tried to invade one of my militia up in northern New York. We got him, and trying to think if there's anything else really. Yeah, it might come to me, but right now, as you can see, I'm trying to gobble up as much of the South as I can. I don't really worry about Georgia and Florida because there's no colonial militia that will pop up there, and only the Continental Army will eventually when they start running out of spaces to go in places. So I'm trying to gobble that up as much as possible, especially South Carolina. They got some really good guys. Actually, North Carolina too. The militia for the Americans are really good at both those. So I will take as much as that as I can. That ain't gonna happen right now because my guys are all worn out. But the campaign's going really good thus far in the south and in the central until I get to northern Pennsylvania and even New Jersey. Oh, that was the other thing. I tried invading New Jersey and got mauled by General Thompson, who is just one of the best characters in this game as far as leading troops. I think I had 5 on 2 and they ended up winning. They just killed my guys. He was a one-man army. I'm recruiting Royal Militia right now. These guys are not bad. Like for example, McLeod, Lond, whatever his name is. He's really good. Cloud. We did defeat William Moultrie earlier too, and he's a tough cookie, and we're gonna corner and capture him here. He's got nowhere else to go because he's South Carolina militia, and we've got everything else in South Carolina and north that borders it for where he is. Now, I definitely want to take over the South as quick as I can because they do have some really good militia that do pop up. For example, Francis Marion. I don't want to mess with that dude. So taking over all of South Carolina is crucial. North Carolina's got some really good guys that pop up. Pennsylvania is the one that's scaring me right now because Pennsylvania regiments for the colonials is very good. So if they get in the mix, I'm in trouble. Which I know they have at least 2 districts of Pennsylvania, which I'm sure they're jumping in right now. We're gonna get mulch here, and then Charlotte will be ours. And the colonial militia and Continental Army are broke, so he is imprisoned. A lot of these guys I've got that I've recruited are pretty good. They'll do. As long as I got control over them, I feel a lot more comfortable using them instead of having a bunch of free agents doing what they want. Now I'm pushing my guys up to the front to clear out the rest of North Carolina, and I'm going to start having the guys hammer down from Maryland into Virginia and take over the east coast of Virginia. It is a good strategy to take over all the districts as you can, but I need every man I can get right now because I am outnumbered. T. Brown, we're going to recruit here. He's alright. He'll do. Really important to drill your guys because the Americans are really good most of the time and drilled up too. Drilling your men and farming them. That's the big key to winning a lot of battles. It's not a bad deal if you have a commander weak in tactics and stuff. They can get by, but you gotta have training and you gotta have weapons. And some of these guys are just no good at training. Okay, here's my troops in Philadelphia. I rearranged the boats, got them out of the hands of the guys who got mauled by William Thompson. Now we're going to go back into New Jersey again, using boats to cross the river, and we're going to invade New Jersey now. New Jersey's got some good continentals. They got some bad continentals for the colonial people. Hugh Mercer will pop up eventually. He's not bad, but they got some other guys. They're just like Francis Barber. He's atrocious. I don't have to worry about them too much. If we get New Jersey's only 2 districts. See, this guy's a one-man army. He just murdered my guys that I don't have on film earlier. These 3 will do the job. They've got some training, they got some brains, and they got some arms. Although I do expect to have heavy casualties still. If you have a boat or a bridge builder here, you're pretty much screwed. And the Hessians come with boats most of the time. Just getting in position to surround him. See, watch this. It's just, the guy's good. He's definitely one of the better ones out there. Richard Montgomery is great too. Americans just have a lot of good guys, but this is one of their top tier dudes for sure. My Hessians, I mean, these are not bad Hessians at all, but they're still getting killed. You see how hard this guy is to bring down. I think he's from New York line. Yeah. If we don't capture him, it sucks. We're just going to have to fight him another day more than likely. If they reform him and stuff, that's just going to be hell. I have to pay again. Here's all my reinforcements I got in. Guy Johnson came in up north. I'm going to try to recruit him and bring him down. And all these others are Royal Line and more Hessians that come into Philly. Definitely want to get Guy Johnson. That guy is one of the best rangers on here. Simon Fraser, he's not bad. He just has no body. So he's one and done for a lot of things, and you gotta wait forever. Okay, now we're going into Norfolk. We're going to clear out Virginia here and not have to worry about any more colonials coming in. Now Wofford, he's the guy I have to take out here. He's not that great. I'm not worried about him. The other guy is McDonald, I believe, down south from North Carolina. Let's see. Pretty sure it's him. McDowell, Charles McDowell. Now this guy, his stats suck right there because they haven't trained him. He probably just got there with his men. But if you train him up, he's one of the better generals as well for the colonials. I've played a lot of colonial campaigns, so I know those guys up and down. The British, I've only played a few times, but I know them pretty well because I always fight against them. This game is just awesome in every regard. It's got all kinds of historical accuracy for people's tactics and leadership abilities, and what kind of units they run. It's ahead of the time for what it was. I mean, graphics obviously aren't that great, but it's a turn-based strategy game. It's like it was back then, just like Civilization and stuff. The graphics are as good as those. I really liked the other Koei games that came out for like Nobunaga's Ambition and Genghis Khan. Those are all good. Koei didn't make very many crappy strategy games. That's what they're good at. Yeah, my hunters just took him out. See, that colonial general, or that colonial, I think he's a colonel. He's good if he's trained up, but I think he just got into theater. He's getting mauled. We're going to take him out first, so he's just not like a annoying fly. Notice Simon Fraser, I try to dig in a couple times, and if you don't have good stats, it's hard to do sometimes, which is what the case is for him. It's more so not really his men, it's just his leadership abilities and tactics and stuff. Alright, here's the last defense of Virginia for them. I don't expect to have too many problems with taking him down. He's not that great of a leader. And they were over with powder, but now they're okay. That was another thing that was hurting them. They had more men than they had powder. Oh, that's awesome. Just Game Genied his ass. Game Genie was awesome. I never tried it on this game, but Game Genie on regular Nintendo especially was great. Cheating all the time. Yeah, once a general gets wounded, they're in trouble because they're not going to do jack from that point on. And it's quite possible they could get killed and they're gone. That unit is a goner. They'll get mortally wounded. So Virginia will be mine here. Just whittling him down. I think he can escape to North Carolina. I'm pretty sure he can. If he gets there. Yep, and he will. But he's no threat anymore. Robinson's not very good, but I have him just to have him. Now I'm moving my troops up to the front line. John Andre's awesome. Got hung in real life as a spy, but we're going to keep him alive here. I'm pretty sure if he gets captured in this, they kill him too. Can't remember. I know it happens to Nathan Hale, I believe, as a traitor. Now I'm going to probe up into northern Pennsylvania again. I'm not going to go all out. You can see I'm taking limited stuff with me. And I'm just going to see what I have to go against. I'm pretty sure, see, they've got, this is going to be tough just alone, but now they got reinforcements from New York and Pennsylvania coming in. You can see I'm going to get just killed here. That's okay. I'll use these troops, see, there's no way. Butler, that guy is the man. You train him up, he's just going to take over. The guy's awesome. I'll have to deal with him later, though. Israel Putman and the elven John Thomas. If you ever look at his ears, they look like they're elven ears. I'll show you up here. Look at elven ears. Yeah, these two I'm just going to mess around with to whittle them down. And that's the best way to do it. Yeah, Richard Montgomery's awesome. Yeah, and more of these foreigners that are helping the Americans. Butler's tactics aren't good there. Our training is not good there, but you train that up. I've been on campaigns where that guy just runs through people. So my strategy here is just I'm going to take these two here on the east side. You can see we're kind of secluded by forests and mountains. We don't have to worry about cavalry or rangers. And we're just going to duel them to the death. Really my death. My guys are not as good as theirs. So if my guys escape, we're going to put them back behind the lines to fill up space and move troops forward to fight. Ooh, we're getting stuck. They charged up a hill with bayonets and still pushed us. This version of Liberty or Death is definitely better than the Genesis. Oh, there we go. Pidgeot's down. We're just gonna waste his life away. This version is way better than the Genesis or PC versions that came out. PC version just kind of sucked. It had cooler options and stuff. Pidgeot got captured. He's a goner. But the Genesis version didn't have as much memory, so a lot of the characters look the same as far as like portrait and stuff. It's kind of stupid. The sound effects weren't as good. Hands down, this is the best. The DOS version had some neat options where you can like choose your commander-in-chief and stuff, but graphics weren't nearly as good. Just fast forwarding a little bit here because my guy is just getting hammered. We get the idea. So Northern Pennsylvania is still going to stay in the hands of the Continental Army and Colonial Militia. I'm going to have to take that a little more seriously. I'm going to have to move my troops out of Philly, hardcore up there. And good old Chuck should escape here, hopefully. Yeah, Putman is just rocking it. The Elvin Thomas is hanging in there. He took out both our guys, essentially. And they released him. So he'll come back reformed, and I'll be okay.